Hi, welcome to Statistics 211 online. My name is Karen Benway and I'm going to be your instructor for the course. This video is to help you get started looking around in Blackboard and finding all the materials that you'll need for the semester and learning how to use some of the tools that we'll be using as well. So the first thing you want to do when you come in is you'll see that there in the home page of our Blackboard you'll see announcements. And right now there's a little welcome announcement. Anytime I have a communication that I want to send to the whole class, I will send it as an announcement, so it'll appear here. But also when I do so, I will make sure that it is sent as an email as well. So it is very important to check your email on a regular basis, hopefully daily, so that you don't miss any important communication. Another thing that's really important to remember in online courses is that because you don't have me standing in front of you talking, I can't tell whether you're listening or not, and I might not repeat myself quite as often if people aren't paying attention. So it's really important that anytime I send out any written communication that you make sure that you do read it and that you read it carefully so that you don't miss any important information. It's also important that if there's something that you are confused by or that you are not sure what I mean, that you ask me for clarification so that I know that, because I can't pick up on the verbal and sort of body language cues that let me know that people are misunderstanding me or confused that I can in the classroom. So please make sure you communicate with me as much as you can. It'll be better for all of us. Now, as you look around in here, you can see that the next page that we see is the syllabus. So if you click into the syllabus, you can take a look. And again, this is really important to read it carefully. And you'll see that there's all kinds of information in here about expectations for the class, the schedule that will follow, and things like that. If there are any things that you're still wondering about after reading the syllabus and the other materials, please don't hesitate to ask me. The next link along the side here in Blackboard says, "Welcome to Stat 211, start here." This one has a little bit of information about how to be successful in an online course, as well as our basic schedule that we're going to follow every week. Our modules are going to start on Mondays, and they will end on Sundays. On Fridays at the end of the day, not at noon, there will be an R lab due every week, and we'll learn more about R in a little while. But R is a statistical software package that we're going to use for data analysis, and there'll be short self-guided R labs that are going to be due every Friday night. Also, there will be quizzes that will be completed through Blackboard, which will be due on Sunday nights. So those are sort of the basic weekly assignments that we're going to have. Next, there's a link to our video that shows how to navigate Blackboard. There's a tab about how to get help. Now, I am here to help you as much as I possibly can during the summer. That said, there are a couple of different ways you can ask for help. If you have questions about the course material or about course policies or what's sort of going on in the course, those are questions that everyone can benefit from, and so I ask that you post those to the discussion board, which we're going to look at in a few minutes. When you post there, it makes it so that other people can learn from your questions, which is a great benefit of being in a sort of face-to-face classroom that you can lose a little bit of when you go to the online setting. So this is my way of trying to allow you to learn from each other's questions. So please do read the help discussion board periodically and look there to see if other people have similar questions, and post there if you feel like that would help you. On the other hand, if you have questions that are more personal about your own personal situation, your grades, things like that, that you'd like to communicate with me, then please send those by email. Also, I am available to meet either in my office if you live in the Burlington area, or using a Google Hangout if you've got questions that you think I can help you with. I'm happy to do that. Just let me know and we'll find a time that we can both work out. The next thing you'll see in the Start Here tab is this link to download our textbook. The textbook is available as a free PDF download. It can also be purchased for very little money, about $15 for a soft cover copy and about $25 for a hardcover copy on Amazon. It is the textbook we're going to use, and this link will take you to the website to download it. If you have any questions or difficulties, please let me know. Whoop. And then the other thing, as I mentioned, we're going to be using statistical software called R. And there's information here about how to download R. And RStudio, which is an interface that's useful for working with R, makes working with R a little bit more user-friendly. And so we'll be looking at that also. So you're going to want to download those as soon as possible because our very first R lab will be due at the end of this week. The next tab you'll see here is for week 1. There'll be a tab for each week with the course materials in it. Week 1, we're going to cover chapter 1, which is called Introduction to Data. There are a couple of things you'll see here. One is our R lab, which is going to be due. The R lab is an assignment through Blackboard. So what you will do when you want to work on it is click on the file that's attached, and it will open. And give you the instructions to follow for the lab. At the end of each lab, so along the way there are sort of guided exercises to do. At the end, there's a section called On Your Own. And it's these on your own questions that you're going to submit the answers to as your R lab for the week. So after you've finished the lab and written answers for the on your own questions, you will save them as a PDF file and submit them. When you want to submit your work, you click on the title of the assignment, Week 1 R Lab, and then you come down here, and where it says Attach Files, you click on Browse My Computer, and then you search for the file that you want to attach. I'm just going to attach any old thing for now, and click Submit. And then once you're in here, it tells you that you had success and that you've submitted your work. So back to week 1. There also will be a quiz for week 1, which will appear here. It's just not here yet, but it will be in the week 1 Introduction to Data tab also. And then the course materials, you can see that there's a section here for each part of the textbook. For each one, you'll see that there are learning goals laid out for tell you what you're supposed to learn from it. There are a list of tasks. This one's to read section 1.1 in the textbook, watch the video, which is embedded here, to complete question 1.1 in section 1.9 of the textbook, check your answer in the back of the textbook because the answers to all of the odd-numbered questions are in the back of the textbook, and then ask questions as needed on the help discussion board. And as I say, there is a tab for each section that we're covering that week, and once you're done, you'll come back out and take the quiz. Next thing I just wanted to take a quick peek at is the discussion board, and then we'll be about done with this video. The discussion board is a place where we can exchange information. There are 2 forums that I've created so far. One of them where I'm going to ask you to come in and introduce yourself to the class. So to do that, I'm going to click on the name of the forum, and then since I want to create my own introduction as a new thread, I click Create Thread, and I type the title of my thread. And then I can type some text. I'll do better later, and submit it. you can see, okay, there's my post. And then if I want to read somebody's post, I click on the title of their post. And if I want to reply to it, I can reply. And submit that. Now, you can see that in addition to the introductions discussion board, I have discussion board up here for questions, answers, insights that you might have. This is where you want to post any questions that you have about course material or course expectations, as I mentioned. So that pretty much takes us around our Blackboard site. If you find that you have any questions, please let me know. As I mentioned before, communication is one of the keys to success in this course, and it's very, very important. I look forward to having you in classes. Have a good day.